everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play. And we are back, and today we're going to take on the Eden raid. Empty Promise. So let's go ahead and talk to them. Vesper, so the rumors of your knack of being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the Empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time you all went and see how things are coming along. Though I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, well, fancy seeing you here. Vesper. We were just getting ready for another ride in the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? There is one thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulmore has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So did I, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life it was I had in Yulmore. I understand. We'll find the answers, together. Just like we do everything else. How were the coffee biscuits? Oh, they were delicious, as always, but I hear they're quite fattening, so we usually just buy one and have half each. And then you always get another one anyway. Yes, but we break that in half too, so it's fine. Then we may as well have one each to begin with. Honestly, Reen, I sometimes wonder if you've got biscuits for brains. So I must say, my time in the Crystarium has been rather enjoyable. We even had a chance to make a necklace from the ice crystal we found. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to go rusty just because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Urianger would also be pleased to hear you've had your head in those fusty old tomes. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the Empty now. I'm looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. Alright. We'll get down there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. To the derrick. I don't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time? Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were off training, I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really, that's fantastic. Hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight. I just wanted to do what I can to contribute more. So you two can sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Like a teenager learning how to drive. There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's just get going, shall we? Bow, bow, bow. So she's driving. So strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Huh, bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. Yeah, I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. Ah, I suppose this is the first you would have heard of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes, and while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful having to adapt to a new way of life. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything well in hand. I wouldn't be so sure about that, but I'd try my best to make it a success. If everything goes well, all you need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? Well, what's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I'd realized. Then let one of us take over. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure, but if you feel like switching places, just say the word. He is like a teenager driving for the first time. No, how can this be? What's the matter? I think that explains it. Light. Does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert, but this might be the result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Then we're right back where we started. It's all my fault. No, Reen, you mustn't blame yourself. Ugh. You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. Familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restore balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light. That's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on, it might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean we'll need to call on your services again, if that's alright with you. We've come this far together, and we'll see our mission to the end. To Eden's core. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, please. I'd like to go to Eden's core. Right, let's get started. But, were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. Zodiac. You mean there isn't one? The Ascian's god Zodiac may be suitable, but we need something that Vesper has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Well, does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Vesper? I know a few void scent that would fit the bill. The creatures I unleashed while under the fairy's control. If we were able to summon one powerful enough, it might just work. Cloud of darkness. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. Oh god. I'd say we'd found the perfect candidate. But where to find a suitable place? One where darkness is strong. It won't be easy to in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. It seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light-aligned aether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we are. Combining our powers? Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong, which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was busy piloting the Sky Slipper, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not to worry. We can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. I'll draw out the ambient aether. And I'll shift its alignment to darkness. Now, Vesper, focus your thoughts. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind. Eden's Promise Umbra, now accessible. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna sign up for Eden's Promise Umbra, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we are back, and we're headed into Eden's Verse Umbra. Here, Eden's Promise Umbra.
I'm drawing out the darkness. Get ready. Gaia, we've done it!
Alright. People are just gonna go for it. Yikes. I'm dead. Alright. I'm just gonna stick with the group here. I don't know what's happening. I think we're getting lucky with some of our placements. We're definitely getting lucky, because if that would have been on this side, we would have been dead. I know this from watching videos, actually, that you don't want to be on it when it Does that. Break these. Alright, I think we got it. We only died once so far, knock on wood. Please don't die in the last, like, 2%. There we go! Out of darkness, down. Good. Good. I'm happy with the way that went. That one was a fun fight. I bet that one on Savage would be completely fun. I don't want any of this. I'll just show you guys are free to have it. Alright. That went surprisingly well. I know, well that's what I'm saying. Of course, we have Vesper to thank for slaying that ghastly creature. You're fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. You weren't so bad yourself. We make quite a team, don't we? We certainly do. I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see whether our hard work has paid off. Let's head back. Hello, kitty. My cat is here to say hello. The plants are just as lifeless as they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong. What in the world? In fleeting hues and endless warmth, a gentle light washed over me. Glimmer of hope once lost. All right. We tipped the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong. Very wrong. Now my dogs are here. I'm being ambushed by all my animals. Dogs are fighting in the back. Cats trying to climb on my lap. That's my dog. Little gremlin dog. For 100 long years, I have waited for this moment. I knew it. You've been hiding inside Eden all this time. It is Eden. Oh, what? It's an Ascian? An Ascian. I am Metron, servant of Zodiarch. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I am all but free from my prison of light. Sorry about the dogs, you guys. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Ascian? Wait, that is Eden. An Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater. Humph. I've heard enough about Ascians to know they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. It was, but all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your own doing. Ah, my freedom is so close, I can almost taste it. Finally, my soul may journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. Dogs! Hey! I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken unto me, Gaia, and remember. Uh-oh. In an age past, the world you know as the 13th was flooded by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards. None more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become a lifeless void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the self-same fate. After a time, Emet-Selch conceived of a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing but temporarily to the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light, and that light enveloped my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Sin Eater. My soul felt such agony as I have never known, and then I knew no more. In my insensate, instinctive state, influenced by Ardbert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed the light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. Dang. The flood of light. So that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost had had not the one called Minfilia appeared, halting the light's inexorable advance. She saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored to me a sliver of my consciousness. Though I remained trapped in my altered form, motionless, I was capable only of feeble whispering. Emmett Selk, couldn't he have saved you? Perhaps he could have, if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. From his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of Aether, so here I remained. So after you failed, he left you here to rot. Some friend he turned out to be. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me. You, Gaia. All this time you were calling to me for help. Yes, but you had forgotten me, forgotten our duty. Though vestiges of your true power remained, you could not wield it at will. Time went by and eventually change came. The light began to subside and the dark of night returned. Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure thanks to Vesper. Indeed, thankfully your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more Aether aligned closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Ascian. That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There all shall become clear. But wait! Is she an Ascian? Actually don't know. I think I skipped this story. which is a shame because it's really good. I've just realized something. If Eden has been absorbing all that rebalanced Aether, that must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. Suppose we can think about that later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden, most likely because of the Ascian. Urianger specifically warned us about not listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. Oh, if only he and Thancred were here now. What are you talking about? Sorry, Gaia, I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, that's not what I meant. Who are Urianger and Thancred? What? Wait, I know those people, I'm sure of it. But why can't I remember them? I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. It's most likely connected to Metron. Damn it all. What more is that fiend going to take from me? Tell the truth, that thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I can just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Urianger and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all a jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Metron. Interesting. She's losing her memories. Urianger is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says you can't learn everything from books, and encouraged me to go out and see the world myself. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read about someone else's. Like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Vesper? He can walk on water until he can't. So he walks on water instead of swimming? That would certainly save you from getting wet. I should have asked him how to teach me. Well, it's something he never quite mastered himself, and he often ended up getting wet anyway. In fact, the whole thing is probably more trouble than it's worth. As for Thancred, he's the one who freed me from Yulmore. At first, I thought of him as my knight in shining armor, but really he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norvrant, and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. His gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, or so he claims. Singing? That doesn't sound like the Thancred I know. It seems he has a way with words. That must be how he was able to choose such a pretty name for you. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. As far as mementos go, it's a bit of a cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. Keeping your memories close. You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I will have something to look back on. That's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, maybe I could write in it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it. I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible if you don't mind. Ah, of course, your ladyship. But before that, we've got an Ascian to deal with. Let's get this over with. Alrighty. Okay, go to Eden's Core. Metron. We came as you asked, so start talking. Why settle for mere words when I offer something far greater? Eden will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact. It will be as real as any of the foes you yourselves have conjured forth. Conjured forth? Wait, you don't mean to perform a summoning, do you? I do. I shall recreate a battle of 100 years past, which pitted Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light against their nemesis, the Shadow Keeper. Just as Emmet Selk recreated the final days of Amarat. Is that so? Seems much and more has occurred during my absence. No doubt he employed creation magics to breathe life into his recollections of the past. And what do you hope to achieve with this history lesson of yours? You shall see. You shall remember. Now your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago. Gaia, you can't trust Metron. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. Reen. You're right. My days of being controlled by this demon are over. I have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. My will is my own. You have no hold over me. This is all you're doing, accursed minions of light. I should be the one at her side, not you or anyone else. I will take her beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe. Uh-oh. What have you done with Gaia? Nothing yet, but soon I will restore her to her true self, and you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you. Uh-oh. I knew it was risky trusting an Ascian, and we played right into Metron's hands. We'll do what it takes to save Gaia. Agreed. There's no telling what kind of danger she's in, but wherever she is, I know she's giving her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. Together, we'll bring an end to Metron's wicked schemes. It looks like Metron's grip on Eden has loosened somewhat, perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it through this. Guy is counting on us. Eden's Promise Litany. Alright. Let me sign up for some litany. Alright, everybody, we are back, heading into Eden's Promise Litany. Uh-oh.
So this all took place 100 years ago. But what does it have to do with Gaia?
Is that Gaia? Shadow Keeper. Look at all these. I like that one. That's like a fall under the cup type mechanic thing. That's pretty cool. shit. I can't tell how to tell where he's doing that stuff. I give up. Okay. So it's going in this one. I lost already. Huh? And we are not doing as good on this one as we did on the last one. I guess I don't get it. Thank goodness. Okay. Thank goodness. That one was a little rough. I never found out the indicator for which way he was going to do his AoE things. Alright. Leave the duty. Talk to Reen. Mitron's returned Gaia to us, but I have a feeling this isn't over yet. The Warriors of Light, the Shadowkeeper. I've seen this all before. Yes, you and I joined our power as one to create the Shadowkeeper. We bore witness to its battle with the Warriors of Light. Our power? So I was there, and I wasn't alone. No, Gaia, it's not true. It can't be. How can you have been there 100 years ago? Look deep inside. You know it was real. Cast aside those worthless memories and embrace who you truly are. Worthless? Now I see. This is why you've been tampering with my memories ever since I was a child. Just so. And now I possess the means to purge them entirely. Your rebirth will finally be complete. You have no right to deny me a life, to rob me of what I hold most precious. My memories may seem worthless to you, but not to me. I will never be yours. My place is here, in this world, in this life, in this moment. Wherever my friends are, that is where I belong. Then you would turn your back on our glorious past, on the lives we once lived? Any past I may have shared with you is long gone. I live in the here and now, striving to build a better future. I'll be damned if I let you take that away from me. We reunited at long last, only to be shunned. Would that I had died with you, to be reborn. Even without knowledge of your past, we may yet forge a future together. I'm sick of your riddles. Speak plainly or not at all. You and I fought the Warriors of Light as one, joined in both body and soul. When Ardbert struck his final blow, the light tore through the bonds that held us. Though you perished, I was condemned to a far worse fate. My flesh became my prison, and I was cursed to remain here, an abomination, while you lived on with others at your side. I will suffer it no more. You belong to me. I, too, was once held against my will, robbed of my freedom. To be trapped and alone for 100 years, I can't begin to imagine the pain you must have felt. But that doesn't give you the right to deny Gaia a chance at happiness. We once knew happiness, true happiness, until fate conspired to tear us apart. I will never let that happen again. We shall be joined as one, my memory is yours, together for all eternity. No, Gaia. The darkness, it's rising within me. She is an Ascian. That mark. What is this? Why am I... Hold on, Gaia. Whatever it is, you mustn't give in. Who are you? Yes, yes, now nothing will keep you from me. I am yours and you are mine. We are one. We remember. So it's true. Gaia really is a reincarnated Ascian. The girl you once knew is no more. The Ascian who held the seed of Lawgriff is all that remains. Gaia is her true name. Oh, Lawgriff, how long has it been? How long have I dreamed of this day? Is that you, Mitron? Forgive me, I didn't recognize you. In my defense, my memories have only recently been restored. My mind is still a little hazy. Hardly surprising. No matter how many times we are reborn, it is disorienting to have everything change around you. Even so, I immediately recognized your resplendent soul, and I cling to the hope that one day you will likewise remember mine. You always were a forgetful one. I could never forget you, try as I might. But tell me, what do you know of my past? I admit my memory may need refreshing. We served together as members of the Convocation of 14, dedicated to the summoning of Lord Zodiark. Although the task assigned to you eventually fell to Elidibus. Yes, I remember. Amidst the chaos and despair, you never left my side, my loyal protector. But in the end, it was in vain. I was powerless to prevent Hydaelyn from tearing our world asunder. So I heard from Emmett Selk. We labor to make our world whole again. That's why he restored my memory, so that I can play my part. Our part. Alone we struggle, but by joining your power with mine, we may yet succeed. My power? Humph. You were always one for flattery. Oh, I assure you, I'm quite sincere. It would be my honor to serve the cause alongside you, and I shan't take no for an answer. The honor is mine. For as much as I chide and tease you, you are everything to me, my inspiration. When I'm with you, I fear nothing. Promise me that we'll never be parted again. I promise. Even should fate conspire to separate us, I will reach out to you wherever you may be. And I will come running. Aww. We are destined to find each other, to awaken our buried past and be born anew. Though our brethren employ crystals to return sundered souls to their office, without them, such a feat was beyond my reach. But by becoming one in mind and body, my memories are yours. At last you have awoken. Now the time has come to restore our world to the utopia it once was. Let Gaia go. You are not worthy to speak that name. You must call her anything. Use the name chosen by her parents, if you even know what that is. No, to me her name is Gaia. And nothing you say about her makes any difference to me. I don't care if she's an Ascian, she's my friend. Was your friend. Never again will she answer to your cries. We won't give up on her. Your wicked schemes have gone far enough. We're taking Gaia back. Accursed servants of light, you will not tear us apart again. What is this? Visions in my mind. A summoning. All your hopes and fears turned against you. There is no escape from your past. Uh-oh. Okay. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, and then when we come back, we'll take on the second half of Eden's Promise. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.